Hey, this is Steven from LegitTechTutorials, and welcome back to beginning HTML5. In this particular tutorial, we're going to go over table practice, and I think that the best thing that we'd probably do to do some more table practice is to make a basic calendar. So let's go ahead and do a calendar here. I guess, well, the calendar won't really... Yeah, I guess calendar would work. Okay, so let's do a table. Oops. It'd help if I didn't capitalize it. Okay, and then we're going to have the first table row is going to have our headers. So first table header is going to be empty. And then second table header is going to span our, is going to have a scope of a column. And then we're going to call this Monday. Oops, but without a space. TH, scope, column, Tuesday. TH, scope, equals column. Sorry, I'm actually pretty bad at spelling the days of the week. I don't know. Yeah. What the heck? Well, apparently the font right there does not do the Wednesday too well. Just bear with me on the spelling if I spell one of them wrong. Thursday. Sure. Better programmer than I am speller. Saturday. I accidentally capitalized this one. Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. And then we're going to end that table row. Let's just take a look, see what we got. It's freaking huge, awesome. Let's get rid of Saturday. Let's do like a school week. There we go. All right. So we get some space. Then we're going to have our nerd. So we close that table row. Then we're going to have another table row. God dang it. Table row. And then we're going to have those, the first table header for that row. And we're going to call that row, spanning row. And we're going to say week 1. And then we're going to go, let's just say for whatever reason, it starts at 1 on a Monday for that month. So we're going to say here, TD. So that's table data is 1. So in this case, we're only going to have 5 because we only have 5 days because it's a school week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I guess for college it's only up to Thursday, but don't worry about that. Okay, so now I set it to live, and then also we could use CSS to make sure that these guys here are centered in the row. Yeah. So let's go ahead, now that we entered it once, let's keep entering it in by hand, just so we get it in there as a as just instinct. Now we're going to skip 2 days at the end of that. It's 5, 6, 7, so it's going to be 8. So it's going to be 8th day. $13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this guy. We're gonna put the in the table row there. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Looking good. And we're going to now that we got that, well, we got 2. Let's go ahead and just keep copy. Let's copy this and call this week 3. And this is going to be 12, 13, 14, 15. Oops. 16, 17, 18, 19. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and then the final week. It's going to be 27, 28, no, sorry, it's not 27, it's 26, 27, 28, 29, 29, 30, and then 30, 31, 31. We're going to get rid of the rest of those table rows there. Table data, sorry. And there you go. Now you got a calendar. So you could do stuff like saying delete, right? You go here inside and then you say del, right? And so as the days go by, you could do delete. And then it shows that, you know, those days have gone by. If you want some sort of running calendar type thing, that's what you could do. And there, of course, you see the outline of the table there. You can see where each of them ends and where the line is in between. Now, of course, we could make this look a lot better if we had CSS. We could get these to center themselves inside of each table column. But yeah, so then we're going to go in here and close the table. Now let's go ahead and add in those each of those table rows. Sorry about that. So yeah, let's go ahead and add in the table head. So the table head, remember, is up here by our it's a T head. And it's right here at the top. So right after you close this table row, you're going to close the table head, and the table head is going to have all of the column scopes in there. And then we're going to have the table body, which is T body. T body. And then at the end of all the bodies, we're going to go into the table foot, and then you have table foot, and then you're gonna say just like table row. Just say like we're just gonna say table head scope equals row. We're just gonna say 30-day week. And close the foot. So there you go. Oop, it's a 31-day week. 30. Wow, why did I say week? Month. Okay, so this is a 31-day month. And what else did we miss? Let me make sure we're going through my reference. So here, I know the only thing that we missed is the span. So now, in order to do a span, if you remember, we say span row, and then you tell it how many rows you want it to span. So in this case, let's say 2. But span. Oh, sorry. I did that one wrong. It is a row span. It's inverse of what I had. There we go. So it's row span, and then this guy here is column span. You say call span equals 2. You give it a numerical number, and it will span those columns. But in this case, we don't want to do that. So I probably should have came up with another better practice where we add spanning columns and stuff. But as long as you remember that, you should be fine. That it's span, column span or row span, and those allow you to jump through those different columns and rows. And then, of course, you need the scope here to tell what you want to go down. So in this case, first table headings, nothing. Then you have the column, 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 row, 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 right? And then you have the table head goes at the very top where all the column headings are, and the table headings for the column. And then the table body is everything before the foot, so everything right here, and then we just added a foot that says 31-day month. Actually, let's have this guy span all the rows. So we would have gone over everything. So let's say row span, and then we have 5 rows. Let me see if I can highlight it. So no, actually we don't want it to span the row. We want to span column. There we go. It's 5 columns. So these are columns and these are rows. So we want it to span all 5 columns. Actually, in this case, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be 6 columns because of the beginning one. So that should put it in the middle. There we go. So that's our heading there. And then, of course, if you want on top, you could have something where it spans 6 rows on the top and says it says 31-day month on the top. So you could do that as well if you want. Basically it for the HTML practice. There's a lot of different things that you could do, and on all of these, as you see, we did a basic calendar practice that you would see. So a little update that I have for you guys is that in the description I have a link to Amazon of the book I'm using for reference. So if you want to get through and read everything about each of these tags or elements or attributes, you could go ahead and look through that book and definitely get a lot of data that I'm, some of the data I'm skipping over, like what the different types of different types of images and stuff like that. And then I'll also be looking for other books that I think are really good that could even be better than the book I'm using as reference right now. But this one's really good and the author's really good, so I would highly recommend it if you want to have some extra reading on the side. But you're not going to learn it by reading the book. You definitely have to do it along with these tutorials or do it by yourself. So I would suggest doing it along with these tutorials. So you could go either or. I would definitely say the book would help with the tutorials if you want to, read at night or whatever, just to beef up on each of these parts. So this has been Steven from LegitTechTutorials. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please subscribe for other videos like it in the series. And if you have any questions, email me, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.